even know.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Shantae and Rennick channel. So today y'all in for a treat. Hey, if you don't know what instrumental music that is, that's none other than my boo, my baby, Chris Brown.
Bro, what are you talking about?
That's right, y'all. He came out with his movie / documentary entitled Welcome to My Life. I had the great privilege of going to see that movie today, or I should say tonight, and I'm going to let y'all see a little clip of what occurred in the movie. Then I'm going to come back and give y'all my honest and true opinion of how I felt about it. And I'm not going to be biased. I know what y'all thinking. Oh, she's just going to think everything's great because that's her boo. But no, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all and tell y'all what I think about everything that he told in this movie. And I'm not going to be spilling anything because the movie was only out tonight. So if you didn't go see it, I got you. All right, without further ado, let's get into this clip. Let's go. Here come Daddy. If Chris ever see my videos, Lord.
2 years ago, this artist was just another kid in high school.
I really do
2 years
love
later,
your talent.
He's one of the biggest stars in the world.
It's just crazy about you. Okay, let me stop.
The highest point to where I'm known is like a legend almost.
I just remember seeing this young kid like who's about to take over the world in so many ways.
And I realized, oh my God, he's truly gifted. He's talented, man, in a way that we haven't seen in a long, long time.
Indeed.
It came all at once.
I knew he was going to be the next superstar the day I met him.
He definitely has his kind of finger on the pulse of the sound.
He keeps giving us them bangers.
The winner is Chris Brown.
I'm lost for words. I just want to say thank all the fans. I love you with all my heart.
He grew up so fast, he didn't really get to have a childhood or a teenage life, you know, of a normal person.
It's not really something that even myself really could comprehend at the time. Man, that's dangerous.
What's all these dating rumors, Chris?
To see Rihanna and Chris when they first started dating, it was magical.
Like real life rock stars. It was like a fairy tale.
and those two, they were kind
Y'all,
of
he gets in detail too about
on top
this.
Of the world, #1 song,
like
being kind of like America's
like very good detail about what happened that night.
According to sources, the alleged fight.
Grammy Award nominee has just posted bail on criminal threat charges.
But it is the first time I get to say anything.
He made that mistake because he needed help.
Yeah, that was his girl.
I felt like a fucking monster.
That was the worst day of my life and probably of his life. I felt like I was gonna lose my child.
It's important to walk away before anger gets the best of you.
Chris Brown in jail this morning. Singer Frank.
Paula, this is a serious charge.
I was thinking about suicide.
I felt for him when that happened. I remember being in college hearing that news.
The more light we get,
I'm
the more
like,
we
Chris? Not Chris?
If you truly do love Chris Brown, and you felt everything that has gone on with him.
And there has been speculation already by some that this really will end Chris Brown's career.
There was ever doubt in your mind.
Tell him, boo.
Chris Brown was done. He was finished. I wouldn't bet on.
That's right, boo. Tell him.
Another big story today is also breaking news. Police just arrested singer Chris Brown after a day-long standoff at his Tarzana mansion.
Pulled a gun on a woman inside his home just after 3 o'clock this morning. The woman who told police that Brown pulled a gun on her talked to TMZ.
There's only one man he's trying to outdo, himself.
Music was like the corny thing to do. If you were in band class or you the choir, you weren't the fit-in kind of guy. So, you know, look where it got me.
He is just absolutely amazing. He can sing, and damn can this dude dance.
This is my man. I'm so happy to see my man on top right now.
Chris Brown, he is free again this morning after appearing in court.
People are gonna talk about you, bro. They get a kick out of it. It's not right, it ain't fair, but it is what it is.
2 years ago, this artist was just another kid in high school. Now, 2 years later, he's one of the biggest stars in the world.
Chris can rap and sing.
And dance.
Now he's the triple threat.
He's killing the game.
And the Grammy.
It goes to
Chris Brown.
What God has for you is for you.
I don't know, man. I'm nervous. I don't know what to say.
Being able to be in the studio and work with someone like that talented, like people don't understand how talented he is.
We got one.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Chris Brown.
Good you want?
Professionally, there is very little that Chris Brown cannot do.
Mr. Chris Brown!
You've been hit by a smooth.
On Jimmy Kimmel, he walks in and he's got a baby with him.
Y'all, now that was a mouthful, right? When I say Chris went into detail about everything you could have been thinking about, wanted to know, he answered all of it. Just not my question about this. It's like, okay, on a serious note. So, basically, Chris told us what happened. Well, let me not even go there. Let's start from the beginning, y'all. So he starts off basically telling about his life, where he's from. He start off with none other than the great, that's right, VA. So he lets everybody know he's from Tappahannock, Virginia. He gives you the background of where he comes from, you know, what it was for him growing up. He doesn't go like deep in, but he goes in deep enough to kind of let you get an understanding of who Chris Brown really is. The meanings behind a lot of the things Chris may have done over the years that people might be like, come on, Chris. But at the end of the day, I always understood him. But you know, this is for the world to understand. I just wanted to go enjoy seeing him finally get to tell his truth. And I'm just so happy he was able to do this tonight and release this for the world. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to have that one hater, like it is every day, that's going to hate on what he did. But you know what? If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. And if ain't nobody saying nothing, then you should be worried. So, hey, that's the way you got to look at it. But anyways, so basically in this documentary / movie, he tells you where he's from. Like I said, Tappahannock, Virginia. He tells you how he got his start. Basically, his father used to work at the gas station. And Chris used to go there with him and work sometimes. And basically, this producer or this guy was in town looking for talent. And, you know, Chris' biological father, that is, lets the man know, hey, my son, you know, he sings, he performs. So, you know, Chris does a little something for him. They like it. Fast forward, he goes to New York. And it all starts. So this is when it gets juicy. So he tells you that pretty much it all just hit him at once, like fast. And basically he did like a, what do you call it? Like a, what's the word, y'all? I'm looking for like a little mixtape or something. And L.A. Reid heard it. And he loved it. And he wanted Chris like immediately. Like he just loved Chris immediately. So he had Usher try to reach out to convince Chris to join the label. So, you know, Usher talks to him or whatever. And Usher is a very big influence throughout this movie. He has a lot of different people throughout the movie that does interviews. I guess that's kind of considered close to him. He has Rita Ora. Rita Ora to me made me think a little bit that maybe they have something going on. Because the way she talk about my man, I just, But anyways, so Rita Ora, Mary J. Blige, Jamie Foxx, Terrence J, J-Lo, his mom, his aunt, you know, who was his manager. Like little clips of Rihanna. Rihanna isn't physically talking, but he has little clips of Rihanna, little stuff of Karuchi throughout it. And I mean, it's if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry, but he touches on a lot of stuff that happened from the time he began his career in the industry all the way up until now. And basically, what he lets you know is, we were all waiting to hear about that night in that Lamborghini with Rihanna. Y'all, when I tell you what he told, everybody in the movie was like, oh, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little mad inside, like, really, Rihanna? But like Chris said, he was like, I love Rihanna, don't get me wrong, but it's time to tell my side. And basically, he admitted to everything. He admitted that he banged her head in the wall, to the door window a few times. But it all started off of Rihanna, as women, had asked him about some type of person that's like known. He never said the name though. She wanted to know, did they ever sleep together? So of course, as like men do, nah. But he did sleep with her. However, he slept with her before Rihanna and Chris even got together. So it's not even on no cheating type of stuff, y'all. So Chris said a year later, he realizes that he's in love. And he's like, I want to marry her. So he tells her this. So he said, I want to sit down and be honest with you. He said that was the worst mistake he ever did. From there on, Rihanna never ever trusted anything he did. But something tells me that there's got to be more to that than just that one significant situation. Because if you slept with somebody before you got together, that shouldn't have triggered Rihanna. But hey, every woman is different. So anyways, the night of the event, the girl comes to the Clive Davis after party and she goes up and says hi to Chris and Rihanna and them at their table. Rihanna's not happy about it. She's crying. Chris said he's trying to tell her, baby, it's okay, get it together. So she gets it together. But she gets it together the wrong way, y'all. That's right. She starts drinking. Chris starts drinking. They lead a party after enjoying each other's company. And then she just out of nowhere wants to see Chris' phone. So Chris said, he was like, I have nothing to hide, baby. I love you. I love you. I want to make love to you and only you. So he lets her see the phone. Well, Chris said he knew the girl had texted him, but he never opened it because the girl used to work for Chris. So he said, Rihanna opens the text and she goes, hey, great show. I look forward to seeing you later on tonight at Clive Davis' party. Rihanna's not happy about that. So basically, Rihanna starts exchanging her words. You're a liar, this and this. She hits him and stuff. Basically, Chris said it was only but so much he could take after that, and he hit her. He said, he's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. And then she starts bleeding. Well, this is what triggered it to get even worse. She spit on him, and he said blood was all on his face. And he tells in detail, he said he starts banging her head in the window. They start scrapping, hitting, fighting. He said this was not their first time, y'all. So when he said it, I'm just like, oh my God. This was like a Shakespeare gone wrong type of love. Well, Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet went wrong. But yeah, it's like it was a love, just toxic love. I don't know. It was just sound crazy. He said he was having to put makeup on to cover his scratches and marks, trying to lie, say, oh, I fell or this or that. Rihanna was having to do it because she would have scratches on her and stuff. And I'm just like, wow, that's sad. That's really sad. And he was like, he doesn't believe in hitting women. He loves Rihanna, and that's not what he should be doing. Make a long story short, they get to fighting and fighting and fighting. Finally, he's like, what are we doing? We have got to stop this. So he pulls over to try to talk to her and say, babe, we got to come to some type of agreement. Like, we cannot keep doing this cycle. This is not good. She's not hearing it. So she takes the keys out of the ignition, he said, and acts like she throws them. So he said they're 3 blocks away from their house. They park in a neighborhood, like they said. He goes outside of the car trying to look for the keys, right? All the time, Rihanna was sitting on the keys. Mind you, y'all have to remember, at this time, they were only 18, 17, 18. So you're still like, you're real young. You do silly, petty stuff that, So he is like, give me, you know what? You got the keys, take the car home, go. I'll find a way home. So she decides to yell out the window, "Help! He's hurting me!" And ladies and gentlemen, this is how the neighbors, being nosy, looking, seeing a black man in their yard like, what? He's hurting you, whatever. And that's how it all transpires. All off of stupidity on Chris and Rihanna. But all off of a lie, too. Well, I'm not going to say a lie, but no, off of a lie. Ain't that sad? And then from there, he just talks about how he had to come back from all of his issues. Well, not all of his issues, but all of his, he had to prove himself again. Then he goes back into explaining what, may have triggered him being like that. And basically he says, it wasn't never his biological father that hit his mom. It was his mother's significant other that she dated for a long time. And Chris said he hated him. He hated him so bad that he told his mother when he turned 15 he was going to kill him. He said because he was so scared of him to the point he was peeing on himself when he was 6 years old. So you can imagine the type of fear Chris was feeling. So I was like, wow. Like, you had people in the movie theaters crying. You had people like you just had all type of emotions. Oh, and I can't forget, Mike Tyson was another one Chris had talking on his behalf. Mike Tyson talked very well, though. But at first, everybody was like, oh, my gosh. And DJ Khaled. He's everywhere. DJ Khaled. But, yeah, so he's basically just taking you through his life from that incident on to today, how he had to fight to prove himself all over again. I mean, it just made you just, as a fan, just be like, yes, Chris, yes. But my whole thing is, I knew Chris was going to come out on top because I feel like Chris, this was destined for him. God knew when his mother had him, this was what he was going to do. Like, there's no way he wasn't going to be doing this. The way he dances, the way he directs, the way he is artistic, the way he can sing, rap, act his behind. I mean, he does it all. He was destined. There's no way he wasn't not going to be doing this. But what I say is I thought the movie was good. I thought it was well planned out, well orchestrated, everything. It was very good. I think some people may be like, what was the purpose of him putting this out? I say it's just so people can understand, like, this is where I was, but this is where I am now. And no matter how many times you think you're going to knock me down, I'm going to get back up and stand. I mean, don't get me wrong. He do have his moments when he said he felt like giving up, suicidal thoughts. But Chris is a fighter, and he's going to continue fighting. And I'm so glad that he's from my generation, my class. The 80 babies. The late 80 babies, that is. Because, I mean, I'm just glad to witness all of this because Chris has only got more greatness in store for all of the world to see. And I'm just going to sit here and enjoy it. That's all I can say. Well, guys, if y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. And most importantly, if you're not following me already, go ahead and follow your girl on social media. Follow me on my Snapchat at Olay703. Follow me on my Instagram at ShantaeNicole703. And if you have requests of any sort that you want me to do, put it down in the comment box. I do pranks, reviews, reactions, challenges. You name it, I'll try it. All right? Till next time, y'all. I'm out. Peace.